Hi everyone and welcome to $1 Million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not, maybe even make some millions out of it. So, in this new format, I'm going to unveil 3 app ideas every week. And so for each app, we're going to see what is the app about, the revenue that it generated in the last 3 months, the amount of users that it gets, how complicated it is to make such an app, and last but not least, the potential selling price. So the app that we're going to see today is a speedometer application, which basically means that you will be able to see some information related to how fast you are going using the GPS, also the current orientation on the compass, and some more information. So why I picked this application? Because for me it's a very basic and simple application, but I was very much surprised to know that this app made $12,000 in the last 3 months, which is actually not that much. But if you think that it's a no-brainer app, $12,000 in 3 months for me is already a lot of money. And so how many downloads such an app could get? You would be surprised to know that an app like this got 638,000 downloads, which actually means that people are interested in speedometers. I don't know why. Maybe you use it in the bicycle. Maybe you have the speedometer broken in your car. I don't know. Anyway, let's see how complicated it is to make such an app. But are you ready? I just beated all my records. This app is a 1 out of 10 in complexity score. And yes, usually you were complaining, oh, all the apps are 3 out of 10. And here we go, 1 out of 10. And we will see very soon why. So what could actually be the selling price of such an app? Well, as usual, we have to consider several factors, including revenue trends, profit margins, user growth rates, market potentials, and why not, even the app sustainability itself, if there are like maintenance costs, third-party APIs, etc., etc. So usually we use a revenue multiplier which range between 3 times and 10 times the yearly revenues. So if this app made 12.2K in the last quarter, we multiply by 4, we obtain the yearly revenues, which is $48,800 in 1 year. And so if we apply the basic multiplier of 3 times the yearly revenues, we will obtain an evaluation of $146,000, which actually means that this app could potentially be sold for $146,000. And so let's move on and see how we can make this application. Guess what? You can go native. Oh my God, it's gonna be super complicated. And no, because I'm gonna explain you how you can do it. You can actually use core location, and then you can use the core location manager, subscribe to the delegate, and you can obtain the CL location. The CL location comes as an array. Every time with the did updates of the delegate, you receive an array of CL locations, and you actually have to get the last CL location, and then you have the method speed, which actually returns you the current speed in kilometers per hour or whatever, based on your system preferences on your phone. You will be able to have the speed information. Are you actually able to understand why I gave a 1 out of 10 in terms of score complexity? You don't have to do anything. It's a 1-page screen, everything native. I think you will spend maximum 3 hours in building this app that can potentially generate $12,000 in 3 months, which is like a lot of money in my opinion. Anyway, let's see how do they monetize. And so, spoiler, they have only one time in a purchase, only one for $9.99. And it's accessible from the settings. There are no information around the app. Only in the settings, you have to tap on buy now, and once you tap on buy now, it will appear the Apple pop-up that will tell you remove all the advertisements for $9.99. So actually this application contains advertisements. advertisement as a banner in the main page on the bottom one. And that's the interesting thing. We actually don't know how much money they get from the advertisements, but we can actually maybe or roughly imagine that an app which got 636,000 downloads in the last 3 months, which is roughly 200 and something thousand every month, considering that they will have roughly 100,000 users active per day in the maybe best of the hypothesis. I don't even know how many downloads complex, like all downloads they have since the beginning. They may actually generate minimum 3 to 5,000 maybe dollars a day from advertisement, plus $9.99 of unlocking from people that purchase to remove advertisements. Guys, that's insane. And so, as usual, the question is, where do I get for my first 1,000 of downloads? And so, as usual, I recommend you to cooperate with an Instagram influencer, YouTuber, Twitter, TikToker, whatever you find, or do some cold mailing to some blogs, improve your ASO keywords, try some third-party tools in order to find out the keywords that should be the best for your app. If you have some budget, spend them in Apple search ads, but pay attention to the competition, because if the competition is trying to beat you in terms of money that they pay, well, then you have no luck and you will not gain many downloads and you will actually spend a lot of money. Anyway, the app that I was talking about today is called Speedometer Simple, and I recommend you to go download it and check it out. I think that this app is out there since 2016, and that's why it used to generate a lot of downloads, because it's already on top of the charts and stuff like that. Anyway, that wraps up our app idea for today. I hope that this concept sparks inspiration for your upcoming app portfolio. So, as usual, little disclaimer, all the data that you saw here related to earnings and download figures should be considered as estimates, because they are coming from public data tools, which may not be accurate, even though in my past experience I found out that those data are pretty much accurate and they match the real numbers. As usual, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Discord community where we discuss all of these things related to app growth, monetization, and app ideas, and why not, even follow me on Twitter at Pietro Messineo. See you soon in the next video.